Vision Talk, man. Who the fuck we got in the building today?
Man, we got ZIG215. What's going on, man?
That's good, man. Glad you tapping in, man. So for the people first time tapping in, let them know where you from and all that.
Man, I'm from Philly, man. Germantown to be exact. If you know where Fern Hill is, that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Germantown. So yeah, I grew up in Philly my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I moved like when I went to school, but you know, like, yeah, like that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit. Okay, so what was it like, you know what I'm saying, growing up out there?
Man, Philly was like crazy. Like Philly, like it put you on to everything, bro. Like at least for me, I know everybody say like their childhood was like this and that. Mine was just like my whole childhood was like a learning experience for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just from playing sports, rapping, everything, bro. The people I'm meeting in the hood, outside the hood, it was crazy. Like it was just one big old experience, bro. It was a great one though. Like it just teach you like, yo, Philly teach you how to get that dog in you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep that dog in you, pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like real shit though, like it really like teach you like how to like mold yourself. Like I feel like, and I hear this a lot, like motherfuckers from Philly, like they can go anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and adapt anywhere, cause it's like you survive out this bitch, yeah, you good anywhere type shit, you know what I'm saying? And it just teach you character, like it teach you a lot of character, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that's what that shit was like, man.
Okay, but and like you grew up with both your parents?
Yeah.
Type shit. You got siblings?
Yeah.
How many siblings you got?
So I got 3 older brothers and I got a little sister. So I'm the youngest out the boys. So like I grew up with my older brother in the house, and then my other 2 older brothers, like they live with my grandparents type shit, you know what I'm saying, my pop. So we ain't really get like too close until maybe like I turned for real like 21. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was literally legal to like drink and stuff like that, cause like growing up I ain't really see them too much, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy cause we was all in the city. It's just like we just wasn't raised like that to go see each other. So what was that
like, finally reconnecting? Like
it was cool. It was literally like, I ain't gonna lie. It felt like I was just like chilling with old heads or something at first, low key. Not old heads literally, but just like older motherfuckers than me, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I had to like really, I ain't gonna lie, I had to learn to like love my brothers in a sense, cause I ain't know them, you know what I'm saying? Like we could just say we family all day, but like if I don't know you, then what we talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Type
so
shit.
It was one of those type things, like, but we definitely got closer over the years, so you know what I'm saying?
So like growing up out there and shit, like in school, what type of kid was you know what I'm saying, in school and all that?
Man, I was Mr. Asshole in the school, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna say like I was like a clown, no shit like that. I was literally just the funny, just asshole. Like everybody knew that, from the students to the teachers, you know what I'm saying? Like I just carried it with everybody like that. And I was always I guess like the rapping nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like
where'd you get that from? Like just being an asshole? You just naturally just?
I was just naturally an asshole, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I never took things too serious. So like, and I think that's where assholes come from. Like you look at somebody panicking or something, you just look at them like, bro, you good. And then people call you an asshole from that when you kind of keep that like energy, that attitude. Like that's what I was.
So was you like getting suspended and shit, like that level of asshole?
Nah, I got suspended like once or twice in school, throughout my whole school life. You know what I'm saying? I think once in high school and then like once in like
what you got suspended
like
for?
4th grade or some shit like that. Fighting, bro. Nut shit like, yo, we used to be on some bullshit in school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to jump niggas jumping us. Just all bullshit. Like it was all fun and games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like it was just all fun and games. Like I can't even say like nothing was too serious. You know, niggas had their beefs, this and that, like in school. But like as far as like my experience, it was just like literally just all jokes and niggas getting beat up, this and that, and coming back to school, we laughing about it, or we gonna fight about it again, and then it's just like that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't the boy to really like play the streets too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I just grew up in it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got everybody around you moving like this, moving like that. You kind of just take little pieces in and you move how you want to. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What you feel like kept you away from the streets type shit? Like in it, but away from it.
I want to say like just being focused. I was always active anyway. You know what I'm saying? I never was like, I played games and shit like that, but I never was like the stay in the crib type dude. Like I was always outside doing something. And if it's like, I ain't even gonna act like it's like on a block or something. It's literally, nigga, we in the stool, we playing ball. We was heavy on ball, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just always something to do, I feel like. If fucking with a bitch, whoever, like, that was just, I always had something to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like that just kept me away from, like, selling drugs the whole time or, like, trying to shoot niggas or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like, type shit. Like.
So, like, you growing up in Philly and shit, you graduated?
Yeah.
And, like, what you doing around this time, like, in high school and shit? Like, you working or you just...
Yeah, I got a job. I got my first job. Damn. Yo, I want to say I got my first job, like, my freshman year. But I remember, like, it had to be, I probably was, like, a junior or something. Because I remember telling my bro, like, yo, we need jobs. Or we going to go outside, start and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It really started getting to that point because you growing up in Philly, most, like, parents, they cut you off at a certain age, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, like, if you not, like, that luxury student where it's like, yeah, he coming in with the J's every week. We already know he good, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when you ain't coming with the J's since freshman year, like, you know what I'm saying? It hit a little different. So, like, you know what I'm saying? My parents wasn't rich or nothing like that. We wasn't poor either. But it was just like it get to a certain point, like, yeah, you're grown enough, bro. You got to handle it for yourself now. So, I want to say, man, I got a job, like, when I was, like, a junior or something in school. And that shit was cool. It was cool for the time being. But then I quit. They was just, like, it was like that first job experience. Like, I never had to deal with a boss. So it was like, all right, now I got to deal with this nut-ass boss. He fucking up my hours, all this, you know, this and that. So I had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
So you graduated and then what you start being on?
After I graduated, I went straight to college. You know what I'm saying? I went to VSU. I went to Outstate. When I went to VSU, that's a whole nother chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying?
What was the transition to college and shit? Because, you know, usually typically coming out of, like, inner cities and shit, you know, it's hard for niggas to make it to college and shit like that.
College was, I went from being up north to down south. That was a big transition, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm dealing with accents and just how people talk, not knowing how to take certain things. Like, this is the first time now where it's like, when somebody say a certain thing, you really got to take it a different way because just the area we in, you know what I'm saying? So
what was like something that really fucked you up? Like as far as like a cultural difference, like
a cultural difference. The food, definitely the food. I ain't gonna say like food down south was bad, but just like when you first just, you know what I'm saying, get like a little taste of it literally, it's like, yo, this don't taste nothing like Philly. Like a cheesesteak, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I don't ever want no cheesesteak down south half the time. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like, yo, Philly migrated up here. You know what I mean? So for real, because it's like it's that bad. Like little stuff like that. That used to bug me, bro.
So like, would you say you was like homesick your first year?
Yeah, literally. Say no, like you get over the food quick. You know what I'm saying? At least I did. I was never really homesick. Like I said, I never was home in the first place.
Yeah.
So it was like I never really got homesick too much. Like, nah, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? My college experience was cool, man. Like,
shit. What would you say was like the best part of that shit?
Best part, it's a couple. Definitely like meeting the people. You know what I'm saying? The connections. Definitely like the self like certification, you know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly feel like my degree, I feel like I did it, me doing it was my degree, you know what I'm saying? Like, me doing it is bigger than the degree I actually got type shit, you know what I'm saying?
So you ended up getting your degree?
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like me, like, graduating or just going through that shit was just bigger than my degree in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that was, like, but it was like, yeah, meeting people, it was just like, yeah, again, like the experience, like just all this shit that I had to go through, you know what I'm saying? Like college put definitely a real life into real life, you know what I mean? Like high school, like, yeah, you staying with your peoples a little bit, whatever your situation is, and then when you move out, it's a whole different ball game, you know what I mean? And like when you down south, this is not no like, yeah, I'm going back to my mom's crib, she lived 30 minutes away, like hell no, we gotta travel state to state, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it teach you how to be on your own feet for real, like. For real, for real.
Type shit. Okay, like I know wild shit be happening in college. Like you gotta give me your craziest college story. Like, what's the wildest shit?
Just the fact that I went to an HBCU is just, I feel like, crazy enough. Like, if you went to an HBCU, you know, like, you got some college stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some shit.
I'm saying, like, you got one, like, maybe it was after a party or some wild shit.
All right, so, like, this is, like, literally, this is, like, my first week in college, bro. This is, like, I had this video on my phone for the longest, too. Oh, my gosh. My first week in college, I'm going to a party. It's me and my roommate. You know what I'm saying? This is like, whenever you get to school, especially as a freshman, you get your roommate. Most of the time, you don't know him if you ain't pick him. You know what I'm saying? So this is a random guy. This is my brother now, but like he was a random dude to me at the time, so I ain't know his body. Like I ain't know like how he react in certain situations and shit like that. I don't know him. We just out like, yo, we about to go to this little party. So we go to the party. We drinking, we smoking. The shit was cool. It was all good vibes until like. It was kind of like, we about to leave. This is when I knew, like, let outs is, like, lit. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really do too much partying in Philly. Like, that ain't the place to party. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. So, like, when you go to school, it's the place to party.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I ain't know nothing really about no, like, let out. So, we out the party. This is actually like a crib, you know what I'm saying? But I guess everybody just knew about this crib. It was just one of those, like, just the party house type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not used to that either, like, having certain places to go to where you know, like, yo, this the chill spot where everybody pull up to after work or something, or this the parties, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different cribs for all that different type of shit. So, well, the story is basically, like, yeah, we get out to the party and shit, everybody drunk. It's this bitch going off. It's, I ain't gonna say bitch, but it's this girl going off basically, and I don't know what she was going off about. I think like she seen her man at the party, and he was with another girl, something weird. All I know is she just kept threatening, like the whole anybody that was in the area got threatened type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she just like she asking like random people, did you see him? Did you see him? Where he at? This and that. You know what I'm saying? She don't know me, I don't know her, so I'm like, I don't even know who you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to gather up all my folks now because this was like getting a little hostile. And I'm like, all right, it's time to go. We don't even know nobody here. Like, we don't know nobody. This is the first week. Like, we don't know nobody, bro, to even be like, yeah, like, where we even going to next? Like, it was not even that type of party. Right. So, trying to gather up all my folks. I see my man on the side. He throwing up in the bushes, like, in the front, like, lawn. Mm-hmm. So, like, he literally is putting on a show. They got cameras all on him while he's getting, like, throwing up. Like, they got, like, a ring around him, like, and you just see, like, flashes, and you just see this nigga in the middle throwing up. That shit was hilarious. So, boom, I'm like, all right, boom, he out for the count. And then I'm looking around, and the girl that was spazzing, she got in the car. So, after she got in the car, the direction back on her now. So, like, she just driving around the parking lot all crazy, but she's driving with the door open. She backed up, smacked somebody, like, crazy with the door, like, while it's open. They fell out, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, she just was driving crazy. After she fell out, everybody tried to get that girl up. And then one of her friends wound up coming, like the girl that was driving, she wound up coming. And she wound up smacking that girl's car. And then they all just dragged the girl out. And it was just crazy. And I'm like, I'm recording this whole thing now. Mind you, like, I got my phone out. I'm recording. I was still recording after my man was throwing up because the shit was funny. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah. So I'm recording. And I'm just saying in the video, I just remember saying, like, yo, this is college. This is college. This is college. This is college. It's my first week. This is college. And that shit was just crazy. Like, that was my first party, first week, bro. I seen a bitch get hit by a car. I seen two bitches get hit by a car and some more. And it was just crazy. Like, I just knew, like, from that day on, it was on. Right. Like, dead ass. Like, that really showed me, like, and I was so happy it was my first week because I'm like, yeah, like, I'm glad I ain't missed, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing, like, I got the experience from the rip. I ain't even want to start off slow. I want that shit to jump quick. And it did. Sure. It definitely was crazy. So, that was my first week, man. Shit was crazy.
Nah, that's crazy for sure. So, where along in all of this, like, did music come along? Like, where just started music happen at?
Man, I always had music, so I came in, you know what I'm saying? I was always rapping, like, I came into college rapping, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, when I got to college, I really wanted to make sure, like, I started, like, taking rapping serious, because I'm like, all right, this is kind of the network area, like, I'm around a bunch of so-called rappers and some more, it's trying to really make something work, like, because I'm around these people every single day, like, you living on campus, like, you living with these people for real. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? I really started kind of taking it serious. And I remember what really got me, like, kind of like the staying as the rapper on campus. Like, we had, like, a talent show. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of show, like for freshman week or something like that. And I remember getting on that joint, and I just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like, everybody did pretty good, but I just know when I went, I got like a standing ovation, bro. Like, it was crazy. That like put me on, and like, all right, like a couple people know me around campus, they know I rap, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I know him. That's how I know Nuzo type shit. Like, little shit like that, it just kind of like started my little rap career, I feel like, as far as just being even serious.
So at that point, you had no songs out and shit?
No, I had a couple. This was like SoundCloud days too.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had my little SoundCloud songs, but I always like, man, even after I record a song, bro, it'd be like, I could have did better. So it was like, I feel like I just didn't have my best songs. Even though, like, if you listen to them, you'd be like, nah, this shit fire. Like, but it'd be like, man, I just always wanted better. So I had a little catalog, but I ain't had my best catalog at that time. No, I say that. Like,
type shit. So after, like, the talent show and all that, and, like, people knowing you for this shit, like, did you drop anything after that really was, like, you got a real reception from, like?
Yeah, so I dropped this song called, it was called, Yeah, Yeah. That shit was like, yeah, yeah? No, she gonna ride this dick, I mean, slow-mo. I was going crazy on that joint type shit. That joint, like, as far as just, like, that was one of those, like, because again, at the time, like, I was, like, I ain't even gonna say I was a SoundCloud rapper. I was just dropping songs on SoundCloud. So it was, like, literally kind of, like, for my inner circle, I feel like, to let them get serious, because you gotta get your people around you serious anyway. Like, they'll believe in you, but they ain't gonna be serious if you ain't got nothing. So I feel like after I dropped that Yeah Yeah song in school, it was kind of like I got now my folks around me serious, and I got like the outside a little bit serious, but it didn't get to like I feel like a big like circle, like it never touched the masses that I wanted it to type shit, but it got like, it just got me, it got me to the point too where I could say, yo, like, you want to hear something? Boom, I dropped this, and then it's like, yeah, I got the respect from whoever, you know what I'm saying? It was just like literally like a walking like, damn near like a gun or something. Like, if I just play that bitch, like, it's gonna rock every time. Like, I just got that bitch on my hit type shit. But it was out, I'm just saying, like, you know, like, something to have that I could really be like, yeah, this me right here. Like, them SoundCloud songs, like I said, like, I would play it for you, but I wouldn't even be as confident. That was like, when I dropped that joint, I was like, all right, yeah, this shit taking me off. I know how to make songs, this shit lit now, you know what I'm saying? Shit really lit type shit.
And so, fast forward, you know what I'm saying, you graduate in college and shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, you in Atlanta now. What was the transition like that moved you from up north to Atlanta?
What you mean, like, what was the transition? Like
what, I mean, not, like, what was the, like, what made you move to Atlanta shit?
Oh, so I moved to Atlanta, man. First of all, I moved to Atlanta off of faith. That's just right there, like, you know what I'm saying? I moved to Atlanta off of faith. It was so many reasons to not even, like, come out here. Like, life was really, like, whooping my ass, you know what I'm saying? That's just for starters, even moving out to Atlanta, but
I think don't you have a crazy story about the day that you was actually supposed to move out here?
Yeah, so like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I moved out here off of faith, so I was, after I graduated, you know what I'm saying, I moved to DC to try to be on like my degree shit, trying to get something off of that. It was working at the time being, but then COVID hit at the same time too. COVID shut everything down. Like, if you had like a little steady job, that shit was over with, you know what I'm saying, for most people, including me. So that's what happened, and I was already on the verge of not want to work anyway, so that's what happened with that. And after COVID hit, it just drug out for so long. You know, everybody was doing their own unemployment and some more. So, long story short, it was time, my lease was up, it was time to move. You know what I mean? And I was broke, you know what I'm saying? I was so broke, bro, because there was no jobs going around. Unemployment wasn't working for me at the time. It was just a lot going on, and I remember, like, yo, I was moving, like, on moving day. I was about to go back home, you know what I'm saying? I'm living with my brother, Swell, and he was telling me about coming to Atlanta anyway, and like, I'm like, bro, I'm not going. Like, it's too much shit going on. I'm getting broker by the day. I need to go back home and try to figure this joint out, you know what I'm saying? And he just like, nah, we gotta go to Atlanta, So, on the day of, I'm like, all right, he kind of convinced me to come, like, to Atlanta. So on the day of, we about to move, we packing my bags, and I get my first bag, I'm going outside, and my car not there. Mind you, I already said I was broke, I was getting broke about a day. So if you know what I'm saying, basically, they snatched up my car type shit. So if you can kind of picture the scenario, bro, I got literally like a fucking bin, about the happiest shit. Yeah, we moved to Atlanta. I come out and it's nothing there.
And your car was just there though, like
it was just there. Like I just had got back in the house maybe at like 12 at night. We probably came back to the car like 4 or 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And yeah, I got out there, the car wasn't there. So, you know what I was saying? Yeah, I'm taking my ass home. That's the sign. Like, that's the sign to go home. That's not the sign to keep going forward. Like, yo, that's time to tell you to slow down. Like, you need to take it easy. And bro had a little bit of change in his pocket at the time. And we just made that shit work. You know what I mean? We made it work. And I took that faith and we came out here and I made that shit work. You know what I'm saying? And we here now.
All right, what would you say is like some of the differences of living in Atlanta versus, you know what I'm saying, Philly or VA type shit, like that you done, you know what I'm saying, noticed since being out here?
Definitely like character, you know what I'm saying? The Southern hospitality is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? I always thought it was just like a cliche word or whatever the case is. Like, nah, it's a real thing. So I definitely get that. Like, Atlanta is really different, man. I know people hear it all the time. It's really different. They really, like, everybody want to work with you out here as far as just, like, putting things together. Like, if you want to find a place where they putting the pieces together or some shit like that, like, yeah, Atlanta's for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely for you. If you want to be around, like-minded individuals like you, Atlanta. You know what I mean? It's something for everybody out here, like, for sure.
Type shit. What would you say has, like, been the best part about living out here so far? The scenes, like I could come outside right now and probably meet my favorite rapper or something. Even though personally it probably won't do too much for me, right? Like, it's just a little meet and greet probably, but it can go a long way regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being around that energy, it's like, damn, like, yeah, it keep you focused, you know what I mean? So definitely like the scenes, like, and it's not a big place. This is not a big place. It's just, I feel like it's just the right place, you know what I'm saying? Facts. And talking music as well, like, since you've been out here, you done dropped, what, like 4 videos? Like,
yeah, bro. So I dropped a couple videos. My last video was Simulation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dropped that because, like, I don't know, like, I just be feeling like I'm living in a simulation, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the only one. Like, sometimes this life just be feeling like it's not real, like, for real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a simulation, so I dropped that. That was my last one. I got some more shit coming too. I dropped Don't Mention It. That was my first video. Yeah. And that was like, that mean a lot to me. That came from my brother.
Also, like talk about the project you dropped last year, Mad.
Yeah, so like, yeah.
And just what the title mean. And
man, so it all started like with my bro type shit too. Really, like, my bro passed out DC and I made Don't Mention It and I freestyled that whole song for him. I just kind of like, going back recording it, I just literally tried to remember every little piece to it. And that kind of started me with the Mad album. You know what I'm saying? That was like the first song off of that. Like, that's when I was like, all right, after this, it's time to make the album and try to, you know what I'm saying, get this joint going. So yeah, everything Mad, Maintaining the Dream. You know what I'm saying? I got this shit on me, like, in my head type shit. This shit on me, but yeah, Maintaining the Dream, bro. It speak for itself. I'm mad too on the way. Literally, I'm maintaining the dream too. That you mad, I'm mad too. So it's like, I got that on the way. That's coming any day now, man. I'm trying to get that joint out here by like May, June the most. Shoot some more videos, just show some more character, man. I gotta get in the cameras more, they say. Right. So.
What's your favorite song off that project?
Off of Mad, definitely Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Big Scorpio. My top 3 definitely is gonna be Scorpio, Outro, Letter to G's, and I don't know, it's between Credit Part 1 and Credit Part 2 for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Credit Part 2 featuring Mommy, so go check that out. Got my mom on that joint, you know what I'm saying? So that's like everybody's favorite song on there, you know what I mean? Credit Part 2.
Who's like some of your musical influences and shit? Just like,
man, like, I fuck with a lot of people, but definitely that's kind of shaped me to like how I even rap and all that. Definitely Wayne, Gambino, Childish Gambino played a heavy part in, like, you know what I'm saying, my musical
content. You don't hear that too much.
Huh?
I say you don't hear that too much, like.
Yeah, man, Gambino. If you sleep, like, when I hear people say that's their top artist, I know, like, all right, you got a different ear for the music type shit, or you been somewhere type shit, like. Kiss, Jada Kiss, one of my favorite rappers, Fad.
It sound like so you be on some bars.
Huh?
So you be on some bar shit.
And I be on everything. Like, I don't know, people know. I want to say a lot of people don't know, but who knows? But like, nah, bro, I'm really versatile with this.
Now
shit,
that actually
like,
goes into the next question I was gonna ask. Like, how would you describe your style?
Yeah, like, I like to say unorthodox, like, cause like you never know how I'm really gonna come. I don't even know how I'm gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Cause I could really take it a lot of different places, like a lot of different places, bro. Like, I can give you straight bars. I could be on my song shit. I can give you some singing shit. And I just do it all, bro. And it's like, I do it all to like a T. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really try to make that shit work. Like, and it's all me. Like, it's not even like when people try to do things like that, it's like they jump in different pockets. Now you sound like him. You sound like this person. Like, nah, you hear my shit. It's like everything sound like me. It's just a different vibe every time. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Like, so with that being said, are you able to give me like some lines of like the realest shit you feel like you wrote? Like, what's the realest shit you done wrote?
The realest shit I ever wrote? That's a good question. I don't know. Realest shit I ever wrote? I mean, it definitely had to been on. It's definitely coming up on this I'm Mad 2 album for sure. Like, I got some of the realest shit on there. As far as what the people already heard, probably something on Credit Part 2 or the outro for sure. Or even on my song Little Things with the relationships. I said something like, I want a million things out you, girl, but I'm too real. I know it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever been in like a relationship with somebody, bro, and you just know, like, yo, you are a great person, but like, you not really about to give me, like, I know we're about to argue probably next week or sooner or later, or I just know, like, yo, you just gonna be on some bullshit. Like, I just know we not gonna make it. Like, if you ever been in that situation, it's like, yeah, that shit kind of like the realest thing for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, hell yeah, like, everything I say be the realest. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that nigga to be like, yeah, everything I say on my mouth really shit, nigga. But like, nah, like, bro, for real, like, it's real life sometimes. Like, not sometimes, but damn near all the time. Yeah.
Shit. What would you say is like the hardest part about being an upcoming rapper, like in Atlanta and shit?
Definitely like on some real shit, like just being like an individual, cause I ain't really like a super people person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have like necessarily like the Southern hospitality like everybody else got. I'm a cool person, but it's just like I don't have that. Yeah, let's go meet up and work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta bring that out of me half the time, cause I'll just be in my own world anyway. Like, if I fuck with you, then we locked in for life, right? Type shit. But it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have that like openness too much. Like, I need to get better. You know what I mean? But I just be so locked in with myself, bro. So it'd be like I gotta open up, you know what I mean?
Type shit. And with that being said, like, how do you like try to separate yourself?
Just keep doing me. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing me forever. My man Neef Buck said that once. Forever do me. You know what I'm saying? For real though, cause like I was just telling myself the other day, like, yo, when you start trying to tell you, like, yo, I could do this song better than this person or this and that, like, just trying to be better than whoever, it'd be like, you kind of putting yourself in a box, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you comparing and shit like that. It's like, you could be somebody that be compared to or somebody that could be uncompared to. Like, you know how they put Drake in a different box nowadays. Like, yeah, you can't compare him to Wayne or this and that. That's because he's in a whole different lane. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I'm in a whole different lane. I want to be that guy in a whole different lane. Like, so that's how I keep the separation. And what is Drake or anybody else doing? They just doing them for real. If you ask me, they just doing them, bro. People that don't respond to comments and all that online, all that, like, you're doing you. You're doing you. That's, when you start feeding at other things, you start being like somebody that can be like compared to, I feel like. So yeah, like.
Okay, cool. So let the people know about your latest drops and, you know what I'm saying, what else you got coming up next. Any collabs or anything you got?
Shit, my latest drops, like I said, I got Simulation out now. Definitely go check that out. If you living in a simulation, then you know what's up, man. If you ever felt like you living in a simulation, you know what's up. Like I said, I'm Mad 2 on the way. Maintaining the Dream out now. Go check that out. It's out now on all plats. I just got some more like music coming up, bro. Like I said, I'm about to drop another bomb. I'm not one of them, bro, like that. Like, and I gotta do better, bro, with myself. But I'm not one of them to really like drop mad songs consistently and shit like that. I'm like an album boy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just like to come with the projects and show them what time I'm on. And I need to get better with everything, but like, that's the type of artist I really want to be though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to be I have to feel like I got to drop every week. Like, nah, this shit. I could drop every week if I wanted to, right? You know what I'm saying? But nah, we just going to give it to them like this and they got to fuck with it, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. I give it to them raw and uncut.
Give it to them raw and cut, man. Like,
Yeah.
they going to see what's up, man. If they heard, then
Facts.
they know what's going on. So if you're not, then you're weird.
Hey, shit, okay. Let the
They're
people know where they
losing.
can follow you and all that, man.
And you can follow me everywhere. Add me IG, YouTube, Twitter, ZIG _ Philly 215. You can follow me everywhere. Maintaining the dream. Out now. I'm out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. Vision Talk. We out this
We
motherfucker.
out this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm living in a simulation. I got some habits, no, I can't break them. I need a bag to change